Okay, so welcome to our design portion of our digital signage tutorial. So in this video, we'll be covering how to design layouts. We have previously uploaded images into our library. We previously reviewed the dashboard, and we have previously entered our control panel. So if you need a refresher on those, please go back and watch those videos, and then take a look to come up to speed to where we begin this one. So you should already be logged in. As you can see, I'm already logged in as my Galaxy Digital Signage Trainer, and I'm already looking at my dashboard. So in this one, we're going to go ahead and click Design. That's going to bring me to my layouts. And for this tutorial, what we're going to go ahead and do is add a new layout. Now I'm going to call my layout GDS Trainer, and we're going to go ahead and select our screen size. All of my displays are 16:9. You may have different size displays. Please pay attention to the documentation that you've been given when your displays were installed. Some of you may have video wall options. Some of you may have single wall or single screen options, but instead of being a widescreen, full screen versions, they're going to be the portrait version, meaning they go vertically up and down. So in this case, I don't have a vertical screen. I have a horizontal screen. So I'm going to go and choose 16:9. The next step is to be very descriptive when naming your layout. So in this case, this is my trainer layout. We'll be doing a demo of how to create regions and backgrounds. Okay, and then I'm going to throw a couple tags in here just so I know what they're for. So number one, this is a training. This is a training video, and I'm also going to associate regions and layouts. All right, so once I do that, it's going to go ahead and save it and create my layout for me. Initially, when first creating a layout, it automatically gives you what we call a full screen layout. So a single image that's going to play on your screens all the time. So it gives you the option to say, I only want to do one thing. So in this one, we're going to go ahead and do that simple layout. So I'm going to leave the region where it is. I'm going to go ahead and click on the drop down, and I'm going to choose Edit Timeline. What that's going to do is take me to my region timeline. This is where I specify the items that I want it to play and in the order that they play in. We have previously uploaded items to the library, so we're going to take advantage of those. I'm going to go ahead and click on Library, which is going to bring up my library browser window. I'm going to go ahead and choose my type to Images, and that's going to filter all of my content items to just images. And then, as you can see, I've got a full set here. I want to go ahead and reduce that further to just wallpaper. Okay. And once I've completed that, it's going to shrink down my list. Now, working with the library is one of the quickest ways to go ahead and add content to your digital signage displays. And if you've done your work on the library ahead of time by adding all your content items, it's just a matter of scheduling them with the existing durations that have been previously set when we uploaded them. So in this one, I'm going to go ahead and add my 3D beach. As you can see, it appears up above. I'm going to go ahead and add my colorful Easter eggs, and you can see that gets added above. And then we're going to go ahead and finish off with the Eiffel Tower landscape. And I click that, and that gets added above. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and click Assign. It's going to drop those into my timeline. Each of these items, I can put my mouse over them, and it will bring up a preview. Let me go ahead and widen my screen so we can see that. So if I mouse over this, you can see here's the preview for the beach layout. If I put my mouse over this one, it's going to go ahead and show us the background for our colorful Easter eggs, and then same with my Eiffel Tower. That's going to give me the backdrop for my Eiffel Tower. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click Save Order. I'm happy with the order that I have. and that's going to go ahead and then click close. And what's going to happen is, because I put my images in there, it's going to give me a live preview of my display. So as you can see, my image does fill the screen completely, edge to edge. I can click next and see what the next one will render like. As you can see, this is a slightly different size, and it's put bars on the side. It's important to note that if your content is not formatted properly, it will not fill your screen completely. So even though my region is 1920 by 1080, that requires that all my content is a widescreen format, or follows that aspect ratio of 16:9. And if we go ahead and click on our next one, we're going to go ahead and see my Eiffel Tower, although close, is not going to completely fill the screen. And this little excess that's on here, what that means is the background is just going to show through. So if I had a background that was black in this case, it's going to go ahead and show a black bar. If I change that background to white, it'll show a white bar. And let's take a look at changing the background just so you can see how that's done. If I click on Options, I go to Background, and the only thing we're going to look at here is the background color. So you can see it's currently set to 0000. And if you're not familiar with web development, you just have to click on the list, and that'll show you what that color is. So 000000 is really black. So when I click on that and I click Save, it's going to set that to black for me again. So that's how we create a layout. And now that we have one set up and in the system, in our next video we'll be going ahead and creating a schedule, or scheduling our layout for our display. So far we've logged into the system, we've created items in our library, right? And then we've gone ahead and created a layout to hold those items. Now that we have that accomplished, it's just a matter of scheduling them to have them appear on our screen. So I look forward to talking to you in the next tutorial. Thank you.